come straight through the red line.
You've got damage, you've got damage.
Go unit! Stay still!
Derbyshire traffic cops.
It does have warning markers for potential firearms.
Turn over! You're under arrest. Intent to supply class A drug.
Police 1,000 square miles.
It's a crash.
You got any other injury other than your head?
With some of the UK's most dangerous roads.
How nobody's been killed out of this, I don't know.
Do you know how fast you were going?
It's scary when stuff like this happens.
In life and death situations.
Get on the ground, you'll be tased! We've got runners. Face down.
Yes, successful sting.
Around every corner,
Great acting, mate.
there's a new challenge for the traffic cops.
Step out of the vehicle now!
Stay there.
Stop grabbing me like that.
Coming up,
You've now got 3 HGVs blocking all lanes. It's got nowhere to go.
officers cracking down on highway robbery,
These have been stolen from some lorry.
battling a huge surge in attacks on HGVs,
Decamping to the woods.
hunting for thieves on the run,
Go unit!
and putting their own lives on the line.
More debris being thrown at the police vehicle.
Don't come back to Derbyshire. Can't see fair in that, can I?
Got a feeling it could be up and down the county quite a bit, to north to south to north to south, but we shall see.
Halfway through a night shift, Sergeant Adam Shipley is heading towards the M1 looking for thieves targeting trucks.
The amount of burglaries it's going up and up each year. It's not really ever stopping.
With theft of goods from lorries costing the UK more than £250 million a year. Catching the gangs responsible is a nightly challenge for Adam and his team.
From Derbyshire, 5 HGVs have been attacked, but nothing has been stolen that we can see.
Near Derby, traffic cop Jack Presland is responding to reports of a suspicious vehicle.
Knots, our bordering force has passed an information regarding a possible clone van coming up the motorway. And so we're just going to make our way and see if we can assist them. So at the minute in Derby, vans are getting stolen left, right and centre. They seem to be a key tool for going out burgling. End of the day, you can fit quite a lot in a van rather than a car. It's heavy if they want to use it against us. The vehicle that we're looking for is a Luton van, which is commonly used for stealing high quantities of goods out of lorries, curtain-side lorries and so on.
Police intelligence suggests hundreds of organised gangs are at work every night, attacking lorry loads throughout the UK.
Tango 25 from Sierra 2.
Nearby, Adam is racing to assist.
Lane 2 of 4, speed 70.
These are the kind of people you want to get off the road. Experience has taught us that they won't just pull over and hold their hands out the window to be handcuffed.
And a vehicle is phoned to stop.
These people will make every effort to get away.
Can I just confirm it's going southbound on the northbound carriageway?
Yes.
They wouldn't think twice about hurting us, driving at us, ramming us.
You just ran me twice.
So we have to be extra careful, and it really has to bring out our sort of top game.
Yeah, Tango Sierra 3 monitored. I think due to the size of the vehicle and how it's being driven, preferred option would be preemptive sting on it before we look at any boxing tactics.
Road conditions are dry, traffic is very light.
Sounds like knots have got contact with it.
We are unmarked, D-pack and stinger. My plan would be a sting followed by a multi-car box of this vehicle, unknown if it is laden. To the Derbyshire units, the pursuit commander for this at the moment is a unmarked Volvo S60 in black.
Derbyshire permission?
Pursuit, go ahead.
I'm behind you, probably quarter of a mile. I've started to put your safety on already.
Obliged, thank you. Understood and noted.
To reduce the risks for the officers ahead, Jack's holding back the traffic.
Knots are in front, they're in unmarked cars. We're looking at stinging this vehicle and also looking at a multi-car box. So we're just trying to put a safety on and just clear some area so we can keep the public safe and our colleagues safe who's doing the tactics.
Up ahead of the suspects, Adam's in position, ready to puncture the vehicle's tyres.
This is the stinger that we use. It's like a bed of nails, like hollow spikes. The spikes stay in the tyre, but because it's hollow, the air gets let out in a controlled manner.
Committed. So the plan will be the marked car to push past. The plan will be to allow the sting to take effect, and then multi-car box as appropriate. In fact, is successful. Marked car, move forward, please. 300 yards. Forward. 300 yards. 200 yards.
The suspects take the motorway exit towards Adam.
He's onto the stinger. He's onto the stinger. From pursuit, vehicle has been still. We are medium risk. We're trying to put a box on. Decamp, no side, decamp, into the woods. Mackie, there's a dog here, there's a dog here. Dog, I'll be got a drone. Yeah, dog off you, I've got a drone. That's my launcher.
After a successful sting, Adam's on the scene.
By the sound of it, they've got one detained. I think they've probably gone into his bushed area. So we're trying to get containment on.
The driver of the van has made off and is headed in towards where we are now. So we'll try and get containment on.
From 6-5, can we have a welfare check, please?
I'm fine, Dan, thank you. I'm a bit battered and bruised. He's sped up and deliberately hit me, so if you find him, he needs nicking for that.
During the sting, it sounds like the Luton van has sped up and hit one of the NOTS officers, causing him to be a bit battered and bruised.
I would say he's about 5'8".
Just checking we've got control of the drone, just letting it settle.
With the aid of Adam's drone,
that's in the fence there, isn't it?
Jack joins the ground search for the runaway driver.
You don't know what that person will do to escape. You're always thinking, if we get out on foot, are we going to be fighting? Are they going to pull a weapon? They're so unpredictable. All they've got in their head is, I'm getting away from this copper. We've got dogs and drone nearby. Must be in the field down here.
Hang on.
Adam guides the dog unit to a heat source.
Yeah, from Tango Sierra 2, I've got you in the field, 2 officers. If you sort of stop where you are and turn to your right, then sort of walk back, possibly a little bit to your left, and then just keep walking sort of straight. It's the top corner of that field, basically. Turn slightly to your right, and then walk forward again, about 5 yards.
There he is. Get in now, get in. Towards me! Towards me! I ain't gonna bite you, that thing is. Right, onto your side. Right, let's lift you up, guys. 1, 2, 3, up. Right, have you got anything on you that can hurt me or my colleague? Are you sure?
Hang on, mate.
What have you got on you? Yeah.
It's not an opportunist shoplifter or something. These people go out there across the country and they've been doing it for their whole lives.
Any drugs or anything like that? Right.
And they don't care. They've not got any conscience. And to put the cuffs on these people and get them put away in prison, it's a real feeling of job satisfaction.
Got him. Drone works.
Is this the driver as well?
Yeah. So me and Rich have got the drones out. We've located the driver hiding in a bush and guided the dogman into it to make the arrest. So yeah, all in all, it's a really good job.
With both suspects under arrest.
Front seat passenger.
Stolen vehicle.
Stolen vehicle.
A search of the van reveals some suspicious goods.
So there's 4 electric bikes. These have been stolen from some lorry earlier on this morning. 2 suspects in custody, so it's a great result.
Only got 3 tyres.
Oh, did you stink it?
Yeah. Underneath the Octavia, part of my shoulder.
This vehicle's just come back as being a stolen vehicle. So these individuals will get locked up for theft of motor vehicle as well. Can we just get it recovered? Let's get it jacked up, please, for Socko.
As a recovery truck arrives,
take a seat in there, mate.
Jack speaks to the passenger.
Do you use drugs?
Yeah.
Heroin?
No, I've never touched that.
What do you take? Speed? Amphet?
No, cannabis and a bit of crack.
The van is recovered for forensics, and the suspects now face questioning at the police station. Coming up.
If it comes off, tell me if anything's in front of it, because I can't see the slip.
More suspected organised criminal gangs.
Who's got driver?
I've got driver.
Oh, yeah.
And a runaway suspect.
You got some injuries?
Yeah. Is stopped in his tracks.
They're going to get you to hospital for those dog bites.
Just for an update for everybody, the vehicle is in lane 250. Got a near side indication into lane 1.
2-3 put me to that.
On the M1, officers are tailing a vehicle suspected of being involved in thefts from lorries.
I don't want to be trying to put a box on this vehicle without it being stung for me to stand.
Traffic cop Craig Dawes is assisting cops from Leicestershire.
NS Tango 2-3 from Derbyshire. I'm going to be putting a block on, and if you can shout me out, please.
Yeah, received that, Derbyshire.
So basically, we've located the possible clone vehicle that's been involved in thefts tonight.
Yeah, 4-9.
We're just putting a plan together to how to stop it, because it's a 7.5 tonner. So it's now coming towards us. We're formulating a plan.
Across the country, police are fighting a multi-million-pound crime wave.
Freshen it.
Combating organised gangs stealing goods.
A load of high-resolution TVs.
Worth thousands from HGVs every night.
Put your hands up in the air for us.
We tend to find that curtain-sided lorries are attacked and high-value goods are stolen from the back into another lorry.
Another one there, mate. Yeah.
They seem generally to be on the main arterial routes that are going in and out of different counties.
Another transit van key and a lock-picking key.
We believe that there is quite an organised group that are committing all these offences, and there is a large number of people involved.
We're just approaching the 1 mile marker board.
South of Derby, with yet another suspicious vehicle heading towards Craig, he prepares a trap.
We've got a marked vehicle to go past and then put some lights on in front of it at a distance to see if it goes off, and then it'll go over the stinger.
If it comes off, tell me if anything's in front of it, because I can't see the slip.
So I'm now out of the way, waiting for that call, but that few seconds can sometimes seem like an eternity. You know, your adrenaline's going, and you know, you're thinking, what's going to happen here?
Stand by, approaching the off, and it's committed.
past the off-slip northbound.
With the suspects continuing on the motorway, Craig's forced to play catch-up.
Just past the entry slip now. You can come on, but don't fly down because there's a block just around the corner.
2 from Tango 2, safety.
Up ahead, several units prepare to box the target in.
Vehicles lane 1. I'm taking the driver's side. Box on, box on, box on.
Vehicle stop.
As Craig arrives in support.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we've got them, we just can't get in. 2 more it back.
A middle-aged man and 2 teenagers are detained for questioning.
So this officer here, straight into cuffs, please, Craig.
The OCGs now, they're kind of running their operation as a military organisation.
Who's got driver?
I've got driver.
Oh yeah. Mate, you locking them all up?
You've got your generals, your big money makers who's reaping the rewards, and your foot soldiers that take all the risks. Unfortunately, it's so well run that it causes so many problems for us.
West Yorkshire's organised crime bosses use teenage suspects and repeat offenders to target freight across the UK.
You gonna get in that car there?
Has he been patted down?
He's not been patted down or anything now. Where you from, pal?
Leeds.
Yeah, I thought so. I could have put my entire salary on that. Unfortunately, nothing's been located inside the lorry, so either they've had a poor night and not been managed to find what they want, or they've been spooked and come away.
As the suspects are being dealt with by Leicestershire officers, Craig heads back to Derbyshire.
That vehicle will be used for loading stolen items from other lorries. But for criminals to get that size vehicle, it's scary to think what could happen. You're never going to stop it in a BMW. If they want to go over the top of you, they're going to go over the top of you. So you've always got to be very, very mindful. Thankfully, this driver saw sense and stopped before he escalated it. And at the end of the day, that's the main thing, isn't it? We've all got families to go home to. You're always hopeful that by detaining the driver, it's going to have a massive impact and reduce the theft in the area. But in reality, you probably think somebody else will be out driving them tomorrow in a different car. But taking that one person out, it's a deterrent, and at least it disrupts them for that day.
The white Ford Transit closed.
And a Tango 39.
Go ahead.
Can you attach me to this job as well?
Yep, shall do.
A few hours into another night patrol, traffic cop Lee Ridley is on alert for a suspicious vehicle on the motorway.
We've had NOTS officers shot up on our channel of a confirmed cloned Ford Transit van heading M1 northbound, and so I'm going to start heading a bit further north up the county and see if we can pick it up. The fact that it's travelling kind of this time of night, it being a Ford Transit van, it could be used to carry kind of stolen items, things like that. We need to get it stopped as soon as.
With Lee racing to catch up. Up ahead, traffic cop Stuart Smith and other officers close in.
He's level with the lorry. I'm going to close up right behind him in case he wants to reverse. All vehicles are up, stop, stand by.
Criminals, people involved in crime, are always going to fail to stop for the police.
Vehicle stopped. Out the vehicle, coming out!
Quite dangerous at this stage. Other members of the public can't see this van coming.
Crash, 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 crash.
Within seconds, the driver's door's open, he's out and running.
Where's he gone?
Straight over.
It's down here.
Just one, right?
Yeah. 3-3, there's only one male, one driver, white male, aged 20s to 30s, dark clothing, short dark hair.
Tango 39, it sounds like it's failed to stop. Come by.
Moments later, Lee arrives.
Go get it!
Where's he gone, that way?
Yeah, the dog officer gone over there.
There he is. Get here!
You've walked this far, you can walk back, yeah?
Put your arms behind your back. Put your arms behind your back.
He's got me on my arm as well.
On your arm?
He's got your arm where?
Yeah. Right.
Whereabouts?
Whereabouts on your arm? On your elbow?
Tango 3934, we're with this detained male.
You've got, how many layers have you got on? Yeah, quite thick. I can't. It's not gone through your clothing, so that's a good start.
You got some injuries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to get you to hospital for those dog bites.
Right, you got a bit of walking to do.
This way. I think there's a variety of factors currently affecting why there is this massive surge in thefts. We've got a cost of living crisis. People are under a lot of pressure. That pressure can translate in some people to committing offences out of desperation. And unfortunately, it's this cycle that tends to go on and on. NA Tango 39. We're just bringing this detained male back up from the embankment. This chap's going to have to go to hospital for the puncture wound to his leg from the dog.
Phone out of bumpers.
Phone out of what? Which van? The white one. All right. Right, we're going to sit you in here.
Keep your legs out.
Just keep your legs out. We'll just keep sat down for us. Right,
Right, just keep coming in. I'm thinking, going to the middle line and
Should have just said stop then, shouldn't you? I would have made things a lot easier. Yeah. But now, of course, your life's going to be a little bit more difficult, isn't it?
That'll be more difficult than it already is.
Say again.
That'll be more difficult than it already is.
All right.
I'm not sure you're going to get much sympathy around here after what you've
Oh,
just
no,
done.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not looking for sympathy.
Oh, that's all right.
The suspect is young, but already well known to the police.
He's wanted for burglary, various traffic offences, dangerous driving, etc. in other force areas.
After he receives medical attention at a hospital for a dog bite, the suspect is facing charges for failing to stop and questions about the stolen van.
As soon as he's obviously realised the game's up, he's tried to make his best getaway and rammed his way down the side of the central reservation and load of cars, causing absolute carnage. By my count, there's between 5 and 6. It's obviously quite frightening for all those involved.
Drivers then legged it straight across the motorway and into the bushes, and then the Knots dogs officers managed to run after him and detain him. So we've just got to sort out logistically now vehicles that have been damaged if they're drivable or they need to be recovered, and then we need to get carriageway opened as soon as we can, really.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a bit shaken, that's all.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably scary to have people like this out on the roads. If you just think of your own family out and about, just enjoying an evening, and then you've got people like this driving about, and the consequences from it just doesn't bear thinking about.
With the motorway ready to reopen, the cloned stolen van is taken away for forensic tests.
And a Tango 39. 2 vehicles have been recovered, M1 northbound. Carriageway is now fully reopened.
Coming up, a dangerous pursuit.
That's the crossroads on a red light.
We know what you're doing, you know what you're doing.
And repeat offenders caught scouting for targets.
At the moment, I'm detaining you for a purpose of a search under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
Any traffic units monitoring, they've got an assistant shout if anyone could start making their way there.
Yeah, if you can just pass 3 minutes away.
With organised criminal gangs regularly using spotter teams to scout for potential HGV targets. Officers like Sergeant Scott Riley are always on alert for suspicious activity.
Just wondering where you're off to, Q. It's getting a bit slow through industrial estates.
Why is that legal?
It's just a bit suspicious, isn't it, that's all?
Scott and his team are racing to support local officers who've stopped 2 known offenders.
Have you got your driving licence on you, mate? I'll just switch engine off just so it's not running.
So if you'd have said to me 20 years ago when I joined this job that you'll be dealing with the same people day in, day out, I wouldn't have quite believed you. But that is the reality and the truth of what we're dealing with.
Who are your 2 mates that are going on?
What?
They don't want to hang around.
Can we call Unit to where that is looking for this vehicle, please? There's a marker on PMC on the vehicle that says occupants potentially dangerous and weapons.
Scott and other officers arrive on scene.
Mate, come and have a sit in my car. Let's have a chat with you. Main thing is to start with, it's showing us no insurance.
Right. That's because it's on there. I've delivered from there. I've just put on the policy today.
At the moment, I'm detaining you for a purpose of a search under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. The reason being is there's information relating to theft.
That is?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Are you detained him, Fro?
Section 1 of PACE, mate.
Okay.
Obviously, my colleague's just searching the car. So, mate, you say you've got insurance. It's showing this we've got no insurance in our system. Is that the case?
I've got it's a day insurance. I'm just letting off my phone.
Have you got that on you?
No, I ain't got a phone.
The thing is, the requirement is for you to provide it on roadside. Whose car is it? Your mate. You know your mate's name? So where are you off to? Just nowhere, just driving around industrial estate. All the way from Leeds? You say you took a policy out, and I'm not convinced myself of that. So you will be reported for the consideration of the question of prosecuting you for that offence. So you don't have to say anything, but may harm your defence if you don't mention now, something which you may later on in court. Anything you say may be good evidence.
PC Jack Pressland has finished searching the car.
Found a little bit of cannabis, clearly personal use. Plenty of gloves in the car. Basically a pair of gloves everywhere. Another pair of gloves and a beautiful hat. I imagine spotter vehicle. So this vehicle's been identified as what we class as a spotter vehicle. It goes up and down the motorway looking for vehicles it can target at night.
100% that is out looking and spotting for HGVs that are parked up. They've got gloves, rubber gloves, they've got hats to hide their identity.
No stolen goods are found, so the men are free to go.
I'll just take your cuffs off.
You're not detained as such.
I'm going to give you some free advice. I'm 5 years older than you. Don't come back to Derbyshire. Can't say fair in that, can I?
All right.
How many times have you been stopped by Derbyshire?
Do you know when you was found in that field?
Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah, I know you were there.
Was you stopped?
Jack was one of the officers involved in the arrest of the suspect 3 weeks earlier.
We know the passenger who's been detained. He was involved in the offence where he's driving a stolen van which rammed a Knott's car.
One male in cuffs.
And he was arrested for that, but obviously been bailed.
Vehicle isn't insured, so it's going to be recovered under 165 of the Road Traffic Act. If we get nothing else, that will frustrate vehicle crime for tonight.
We know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Well, I don't. Not intentionally.
What, so you've just come all the way from Yorkshire to Aldi at Derby? End of the day, who comes from West Yorkshire to Derbyshire for a wet, cold Wednesday night? You like Derbyshire?
No, not really.
No? What do you keep coming back for then?
No.
At least you aren't ramming cop cars this time, eh? So, it's one car to us, and hopefully no crimes to them. Train station's that way.
Which way?
That way.
Down that way.
All your lorries up motorway that way.
goods out of the back of lorries aren't the only targets for organised thieves.
And a Tango Sierra 4.
After a recent surge in thefts, caravans and motorhomes have also become hot property.
Caravan theft in Derbyshire is quite prevalent. We do get people from outside the county come over onto Derbyshire to steal caravans. They take them away over the border and they're never seen again.
Scott's tailing yet another suspicious vehicle. This one's towing a caravan.
The number plate on the caravan is different to the number plate on the van. I suspect that that caravan's stolen. The driver couldn't be more aware of my presence, and the mere fact that I settle behind him, he knows that I'm doing my checks, and it's who blinks first. We'll stop it and see what we've got. I'm on my own with an unknown amount of people in that vehicle, with backup quite a long way away.
As Scott closes in, the caravan slows to a stop.
I'm literally a sitting duck. It's a very fast road. I've got lorries bearing down from the rear of me at great speed. Can't quite work out what they're doing. They clearly broke down. It looks like it's breaking down. So I'm out of my vehicle. I'm worried I'm going to get attacked and assaulted by the people that are getting out of the van.
Scott suspects the caravan is stolen and the occupants of the van are organised thieves.
You're dealing with criminals that do not want to be caught and do not want to go to prison. Broken down again, it's broken down again. And the lengths that they will go to prevent that could be limitless. So I do feel really vulnerable at that. I'm in a little bit of a no-win situation. They're on it from the caravan and they're away.
As the suspected thieves abandon the caravan,
Unit urgent, please, the caravan in the live lane.
Scott gives chase.
Never in a million years did I think that they would unhitch that caravan in front of me and leave it in a live lane. So whilst we want to get with it, the important thing is that we keep ourselves safe. We're travelling at a good speed, so just want to be careful when we're passing traffic, make sure nothing steps out on me. It's just about keeping that safe distance away from them. So we've got units making down the M1 South. Just to commentate, just to tell other units where I am and get those resources to me. I would imagine by the time we've got enough units near to it, we'll be well onto Leicestershire Force area.
While Scott tails the van, it begins to slow up.
Yeah, something thrown onto the central reservation area. What they're trying to do is they're trying to disable my vehicle and they're trying to dissuade me from following them. We are littered towards the south. It really switches you on to the danger that these people can cause to you, and it switches you on to the level that they are prepared to go to evade capture. Say and pass her up, NA. Not one. You're dealing with criminals that have likely been to prison before, don't want to go back to prison. So it really makes you think. Coming back around, he's losing control over the motorway, he's got control back. More debris being thrown out. Crowbars and tools with a steel sword.
Yes, received. Continue pursuit, cover.
And DRAs are medium as we go through the red traffic lights. When you see behaviour like that, you're very aware of what dangers you're putting yourself in. It could do the loop and start doubling back. We need to make sure we're all together, just in case. You're very alive to the fact that you're on your own. Passengers looking to get out. More debris being thrown at the police vehicle. It just keeps coming and coming. More debris being thrown out, a boot in the road, and it's straight on towards the airport. Is this a natural route back to that location at all? From local intelligence and from our mapping systems, we identify a site where that vehicle is going to be going back to. And is there any Leicestershire units with the Stinger towards this location, please? Our plan is to try and get that vehicle stung before it gets there.
7-1, if you keep going, get to the roundabout, Stinger site at that roundabout, about half a mile.
Up ahead, a Stinger trap is set.
More debris thrown from the vehicle towards police vehicles.
And pass Oscar Tango Sierra 4.
The van goes the wrong way around a roundabout, avoiding the Stinger.
The vehicle missed Stinger, over. Thank you, Leicestershire Mobile, settle please, thank you.
With the pursuit entering Leicestershire, Scott pulls back, letting local officers take over the pursuit.
Leicestershire have got good knowledge and good intelligence of that site, so Leicestershire Police to go to the entrance of that site to try and block it off, to try and stop that vehicle entering.
DRA is high, it's then crossroad. Exit the crossroad on a red light.
Into the site.
The minute they get onto that site, they block my access in.
Vehicle stopped.
As Scott and Leicestershire officers give chase, the suspects disappear.
They run into the darkness to their safe territory, and once they're into that safe haven, the residents on that site, they won't talk to the police, they won't assist us in any way. It's very frustrating. You know that they're being hidden. You know that people are preventing you getting to them.
Unable to locate the suspect, all Scott can do now is recover the van for forensics.
The van turned out to be a stolen van. The caravan turned out to be a stolen caravan from Wales. And experience tells you that they'll come again. And on another night, they won't be so lucky.
Coming up.
Anyway, I've done my best. So there's heavies blocking all the route.
Suspected thieves.
Vehicle stop.
Caught in the act.
Well, this one is under arrest on suspicion of attempted theft, all right?
But here that this container has been cracked at the back, but it's got an extra lock on it to prevent it getting it open. The Saab appears to have moved off and going northbound.
Light blue, turquoise kind of colour.
Traffic cop Craig Dawes is on the lookout for a vehicle containing suspected HGV thieves.
An H&H Derbyshire Traffic Officer Tango 23. We've just been passed information about a confirmed break. It was a blue Saab. Yeah, I'm going to go to see it comes back up and make its way back to Yorkshire. Our colleagues in Leicester have said that they've witnessed the occupants of this vehicle trying to break into a lorry. Cars will travel up down the country to commit crime on fast roads. The criminals don't stop at borders.
Light blue, 2 males, dark clothing, 1 in black cap.
So our LV's just sighted the vehicle now.
Authorisation for preemptive tactics, please.
And I can go and put a block on now if you want.
Just thinking, if you want to just get out early then, just block the northbound roundabout.
Shippers, the only way I can do it is possibly with a Stinger, but it's not going to go up way across road.
Yeah, Dorsey, do what you can. Try and block one of the lanes of your car, get a Stinger across the other, and just get a all vehicle stopped and keep yourself in the same location.
Contact 70 across Stinger at Watchorn if it gets on.
At a junction ahead, another unit is in position with a Stinger. Craig checks another exit route.
And so there's heavies blocking all the routes, including a breakdown truck. You've now got 3 HGVs blocking all lanes. It's got nowhere to go.
Vehicle stop.
With the traffic backing up on the slip road.
Make you say you've got it stopped.
There's an update.
The vehicle that was after, we've managed to stop. and detain the occupant just up here. So it's a successful stop. 4 occupants have decided to stop before they were stung. All 4 have been arrested on suspicion of attempted theft from motor vehicle. They all fit the descriptions from the Leicester Pass tours, so it's worked out quite good. And it's coming from West Yorkshire, so there must be a school up there that specialises in theft from HGVs, because that's where they all seem to come from.
Right, but this moment in time, you're under arrest on suspicion of attempted theft, all right? You don't have to say anything that may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which later rely in court, and anything you do say may be given in evidence.
The suspected driver has no licence or insurance.
So this works like a breath test, all right? Because you've committed a moving traffic offence, I'm going to require to provide a sample of saliva.
That's absolutely fine.
Stick your tongue out for us.
Yep.
Go on, all the way out. Do you take any drugs or anything?
No.
As a standard, because he's committed a moving traffic offence, as he's got no licence, no insurance, we've done a drug test on him which has come back clear, so there's no further on that. We're going to seize the vehicle, 165, no licence, no insurance, and he's obviously been arrested for theft. We'll take the vehicle away now, we'll do a thorough search on it and get the road opened again.
Every year, thousands of HGVs are broken into, with goods worth over £60 million stolen by organised gangs.
It's hard to keep on top of it. For everyone we stop, there's probably 10 that goes past. They're good at what they do, unfortunately, and making our job very difficult. You tend to be fighting against the tide all the time.
This level of criminal, they don't care about hurting us. They don't care about hurting the members of the public. They will literally do anything possible to get away from the police. It is a constant battle, but we've got to keep targeting these individuals. And if it takes us 2, 3 or 4 times to get them through the system, then that's just what we've got to do.
In this episode,
He's onto the stinger. He's onto the stinger.
the driver of the stolen van containing stolen goods that rammed a police vehicle trying to get away was arrested for failing to stop, assault of a police officer, and for damaging a police vehicle. At court, he received a 14-month prison sentence and was disqualified from driving for 19 months. The passenger was questioned but released with no further action taken.
How many times have you been stopped by police by Derbyshire?
While out on bail, the van driver found in the bushes appeared again, this time suspected of scouting out HGVs to steal from. He was released without charge. The driver of the car stopped with him, had his vehicle seized.
I'll just take your cuffs off.
He was reported on summons to appear in court.
Yeah, we've got 2 more it back.
The driver of the cloned van, suspected of being involved with thefts from lorries, was found guilty of driving otherwise than in accordance with a licence. The vehicle was seized and the 2 young male passengers were released with no further action taken. The driver of the cloned and stolen transit van, who was bitten by a police dog when attempting to get away, was arrested for theft of a motor vehicle, failing to stop, and dangerous driving. He received a 22-month prison sentence and was banned from the roads.
He's losing control over the motorway.
Inquiries are ongoing into the identity of the suspects towing a stolen caravan who failed to stop for Scott Riley. The stolen vehicles have been returned to their owners.
I'm going to require to provide a sample of saliva.
That's absolutely fine.
And the 4 males suspected of being involved with thefts from HGVs were arrested for attempted theft. They were interviewed by police, but subsequently released without charge.